moment that I noticed that I was different, and independently of what I did, I'd always be distinct. Even though I was an infant, I looked into my mother's eyes and couldn't distinguish. There was a fire that she carried deep inside that no one could extinguish. I couldn't tell if the tears dropping from my eyes were of sadness or joy, of knowing she had given birth to a baby boy. At that moment, she knew that she needed to protect me from a world that rejected me, from a world that was blinded by a lack of diversity, from a world that sees color above all else, that had segregated us in order to figure things out by ourselves. A world that judges first according to pigmentation of skin and for years labeled us a product of sin. When it comes to major things, classified us as minor. This helped ignite in me a fire that burns till today. When it comes to my future and purpose of life, I always have a say. The fire within me enlarges my will to live, and I will uphold it with every breath I give. I'll never let this broken world determine who I was meant to be. Throughout my life, I met many like me, each with his own story of survival. Each time I heard a word from them, I felt in me a revival, reminding me of why I'm still alive and why I need to fight till the day I die, to arise in the midst of the darkest shadow, coming from the deep end of the abyss into the shallow. Every time I encounter my own kind, I face my awakening, because the story of their life, like mine, is breathtaking. Countless testimonies given, mistreatment for no reason. Even though we live in a rigged system, I deny playing victim. I'm going to surpass all the difficulties laid out before me, because I'm the only one that determines my reality, and God's breath of life determines my humanity. This world is filled with color. If not the color of your skin, it's the color of your flag. It's all about the color you never had. Privilege was given to a few, and if you don't have it, you just have to pay your dues. You only be able to see the full picture if you put yourself in the shoes of the color you don't have. Color to me is just a word. It should be put aside in order to build a better world. I wish this world was colorblind, so we could all leave our differences behind. If it wasn't for color, history would have a totally different picture that goes beyond our physical fixtures, and consequently being told a different way. And many of my kind would still be here today. By my kind, I'm referring to rational beings that went past this world without having their potential seen. Bias and discrimination have been a judge in many cases, closed doors to people like me in many places all around the world, all because of this one word. Color only has value and even meaning. It shouldn't describe the potential of a rational being with a beating heart and conscious mind that was created by God to be divine, but it's constantly setting us apart. With color comes division that surpasses politics and religion, because even they have closed their eyes, not pronouncing themselves in the face of genocide. I wish color would cease to exist, because I believe can live without it. I hope one day it becomes irrelevant. Color. Why is it all about color?